Welcome, welcome, family of God, to another episode of Christians in cars and on decks, getting free, staying free. It's what Jesus paid for. Before we get started, would you do me a favor and please hit that like button, share with a friend, and subscribe. It's those little things, like hitting the like button, that helps this ministry grow and helps get the good news of the gospel of grace out there to hungry hearts who are looking for truth. Thank you for your support. I appreciate that. Today's message is God's love bears fruit in our lives. God's love bears fruit in our lives. Today I want to talk about how God's love produces the fruit of love in our lives. I want to talk about how we all, by grace, through faith, can cultivate his love by planting and watering his love, and how God is the one who gives the increase. We don't give the increase, he does. God causes his love to flow. God's love is living, and it flows, and it's real, and it reproduces itself in our lives. As we receive it and allow it, by his life flowing through us to those around us. As we keep our eyes and focus on Jesus and his love, we're able to walk on the water of life, so to speak, in the midst of all the waves and all the storms of life. Jesus and his apostles teach us that love comes first. Love comes first. We love because he first loved us. 1 John 4:19. Jesus came to us not to lay down the law, but to fulfill the law for us. The first fruit of the Spirit is love. It's love. The kind of love that Jesus modeled, that he showed through his life, through his death and resurrection for us. Love always comes first, and our faith flows out from that deep well of God's love given to us. Our faith, our believing, is energized by a revelation of God's love. No love, no faith. No love, no believing. Love is first. God makes seed produce after its own kind. He makes it produce after its own kind. The seed of God's love has been born. It's been birthed in us. His love has been poured directly into our new hearts. And it will bear fruit after its own kind by his faithfulness. His faithfulness. By grace we plant and water his love. We receive it with thanksgiving, right? And we hold on to it with assurance and hope. And God gives the increase. God's love is the firm foundation of your true, authentic identity in Christ. It's the foundation. You thank God for his love. His love for you, and you proclaim by faith, I am loved. I am loved. We all want to grow and walk in the power of love, right? Thanking God for loving us is the beginning of that. God's love bears fruit. It reproduces itself. We don't have to try and produce love. We don't have to try to be loving. I'm trying to be loving. The branches of the vine, the love vine, Jesus, right, bear fruit effortlessly. Because the branch is what? It is connected to love that flows through the branch, that comes from the vine. Are you tired of trying to love? then as this branch, that's you and me, right? Spend time together with him. Spend time with the vine, resting in his love. Pretty simple, right? But religion complicates it by rules and regulations, and you have to do this and you have to do that and apply this principle and apply that principle. We simply rest in his love. Rest in the vine. The fruit of the vine is love. Galatians 5. But the fruit of the Spirit is love. All the fruit of the Spirit is enveloped in love, encased in love. Each fruit, joy, peace, patience, all of it, birthed out of love. Love is the root and the fruit. Love is the root and the fruit of the Spirit. It's the fruit of his love that is being produced in us and through us, because we are attached, joined to love. You see that? God renews his image, which is love, in us. His image is love, and he renews that in us. He reproduces it. We don't do the renewing. 2 Corinthians 3:18. And we all, who with unveiled faces contemplate the Lord's glory, his nature, his character, his love, that's his glory, are being transformed into his image, which is love, with ever-increasing glory. His image, his character, his nature, his love, which comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit, comes from the Lord, who is love. God is love. God is love. God is Spirit. They're synonymous. Love and the Spirit are synonymous. God is Spirit. God is love. To be filled with the Spirit is to be filled with his love. God's image is love. And as we discover and look more closely and deeply and contemplate the Lord's glory, his nature, his character, his love, taking a closer look at his glory, his nature, his character, his love, we are transformed. We are transformed. That's how we're transformed, into the same image, his image, love. How are we transformed? By taking a deeper, closer look at his image, love. Do you see how this works? We become what we look at. We become what we behold. The Spirit can't reproduce itself when we're too busy looking within ourselves and trying to figure ourselves out. Love can't bear fruit if I'm not willing to submit to get along with the fruit producer and allow him to do what he does best and allow him to give the increase if I'm not doing my part, which is entering his grace, enjoying his grace by faith, agreeing with him, agreeing with what he accomplished in me, confessing truth to him, proclaiming truth to my Father, planting and watering the faith of Jesus Christ, soaking and resting in his love together with him. Not me down here and him up there, together with him now. His love for us, received and believed, produces itself in our lives spontaneously as we behold his love, as we behold him. And we begin to walk by the Spirit, walk by his love spontaneously without trying. It's a miracle, and it's an amazing miracle, because there is an overflow of his love in us that has been poured into us. Your new true identity in Christ is built on knowing how much he loves you. That's what it's built on, the love he has for you. How much time do I spend receiving his love? Again, this is not religious works of the flesh. No. This is righteous relationship of the Spirit. Grace by faith. Everything is grace by faith. His love has made you one with himself, joined together as one, two becoming one. One spirit with the Lord. You are one with love. Think of it. Dwell on that. One with perfect, unconditional love. Meditate on that for a minute. Ponder and muse on that. I am one with love. I am one with God, the one who loves me. And he's producing his fruit of love in me and through me, together with me, without me trying. 1 John 4:19. We love each other because he first loved us. You see that? The only way I can truly love, the only way you can truly love, is to receive and understand his love for you. We can't love without knowing our first love. When we first received a revelation of Christ's love for us, that was the seed, the eternal love seed that bears fruit after its own kind. When we discover how much we were truly forgiven, washed, cleansed, and made perfect permanently, his love floods into our hearts and overflows, giving us newness of life, brand new newness of life, seeing with a new perspective, seeing everything and everyone from his eyes of love.